Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'll be doing the opening bell for you guys today. Martyn is on vacation, as you can see right here. We've got the vacation banner. He's on vacation. He's taking a break, even though he still is tweeting, he still is posting videos, so he's not taking much of a break. But I am covering the show today. So welcome all. We're going to be looking at the stock market. It is opening in around 11 minutes. So yes, let's get right into it. We're going to have a look at gold. We did say yesterday, if you join me for my Sunday show, that gold is probably going to come down a bit today as people hedge their bets on Friday. The S&P is probably going to come up a bit because nothing major happened, although there was still a lot of innocent civilians killed, but nothing major in terms of going to the next step towards World War III, to be honest. So nothing major happened on that end. However, things are continuing to escalate slightly. We're going to have a look at the markets and see if we can navigate it together. So welcome everyone. If you have just joined us, please do hit the like button. Okay, so this is the chart for the S&P. I'm going to bring this up. This is the chart. No, this is the chart for gold. Actually, right now we're looking at. We can see that on Friday, this is what I was talking about. A move of 3.5% up for gold. Today, a slight pullback. We're looking to break this trend line and then eventually, over time, over the next month, break through these resistance and start heading towards the all-time highs for gold. So we're going to keep a good eye on that. We did get what we were looking for. That V-shaped recovery did happen, as said on the channel. I was expecting that, and we got that to play out. We are also looking at oil, which had a good on Friday. It went up and it hasn't pulled back as much. We're expecting that to go to the highs of a couple of weeks ago at $95. That's our next target. Now let's get right into the stocks. The SBC closed 5% up yesterday. We're up slightly in the pre-market. Let's have a look at the US 500, which is the futures for the S&P 500, and that is up nicely today, up 0.74%. As you can see, if we go on the smaller time frames, we are pushing up. In the last 5 minutes, we had the highest close of the session, the pre-market and aftermarket session. So let's have a look at some of the stocks. Welcome everyone. Let's see who has joined us. We've got Mike. Hello, Mike. Welcome to you. I'm going to bring this up so you can see all of this. We've then got Stephen Lewandowski. We've got Mike. We've got Faith. We've got and Seth Houston has just popped in. So hello to you all. And we've also got Jordan Allen. Good afternoon to you, Jordan. Thanks for joining us for our Sunday show yesterday. Okay, so let's have a look. Give me your predictions in the... Actually, we'll give it 5 minutes and then we'll do it one of my polls where we say 1 or 2 and we'll see where everyone thinks the session is going to... How we're going to close the week. If we're going to be higher than we are today or lower. I think we did this last week and let's see what happened. Last week, Monday was here and Friday close was there. So I was right by a slight amount. The Monday session... Friday closed lower than we were on Monday, so the week closed lower. However, obviously on Monday we pushed higher. The poll started on the Monday closing bell, so from that point, from the pre-market, we did come down. So that's what we're looking for. We're trying to see if this candle here, where we are at, where we were open today, which will be around 4,353. Do you guys think we're going to be higher at the end of the week or lower? We're going to do that poll in a bit. I did speak to Martyn, I think it was yesterday. He told me about his SBC trades. He's also explained it to you on Twitter and in videos. He has been trading it. You did see him say he bought lots of SBC at 150. He traded that up, and let's see what he's saying now. Made a great profit on SBC, averaged down to 165 now, paid back all margin. So Martyn has taken his profits. It seems like all the margin is paid off. He did do that move where he wanted to get some SBC at that 150 mark, and he utilized margin. As we've all said on the channel, using margin is completely fine as long as you manage your risk. Martyn mentioned to me that the interest rate on margin, I think on Robinhood, is around 8%. So if you're holding that the whole year, you need to be making at least 8%. However, if you take it out for a day, a week, the percentage would be less than 0.2%, for example. So, or much less than that. However, he held it for a week, so the interest was minimal, the profits were max. Don't think maximal was the right word, but you know what I mean. The Queen of Self-Braiding is here. Hello, the Queen of Self-Braiding. We hope she's okay after her car accident. We wish her the best. We hope she's had a speedy recovery. Martyn Lucas says, bought heavy at 150. Yes. The Queen of Self-Braiding says, I hope everyone is well this morning. Yes. Well, I'm well. I hope everyone else is well as well. She says hi to Martyn. Mike says, hi Martyn, Queen, Jordan and Seth. Thanks for welcoming them in, Mike. James 007 has just come in, the winner of our competition yesterday. He says, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Sensei, how are you? I was the competition winner yesterday. Thank you. I've replied to Martyn's email. Yes, Martyn has sent me your reply. What you said was very kind, the kind words, thanking us, and also James has said he wants to give the money to charity. We're going to see what we can... we want to see... the best way to do that. Seth has said that he wants to give the $20 he won. He wants to generously give it to a charity, maybe a kids charity. We're going to ask for suggestions later on to see what the community thinks as well, where to best put the money, and then we're also going to see if we can do a mini fundraiser. MSK says, Martyn, what is your all-time PNL on SBC? It's probably down a lot. I mean, as is anyone who was with SBC who's been following the journey for a couple of years. SBC and Virgin Orbit, they're both new companies. You expect the risk. I think MSK is probably down, I would imagine, over $10,000. We'll see what he replies. Yes, James, if you do give the code, I can verify it's you and we can talk even more, but I do believe it is, but we always want to keep it safe and secure. So welcome everyone. Please do hit the like button. Let's see if we can, let's see how many likes we have so far. We have, let's scroll down, 17 watching, 15 likes. That's really great actually, so thanks guys. If you haven't hit the like button, do it again. Hi Martyn, the code and email is 544. So we have verified that this James in the chat is the same James that has won the competition. So if everyone wants to congratulate James, we did give him the fireworks yesterday, but he wasn't in the show. I'm surprised. James is always in the show, but he wasn't yesterday, but that's not to worry. If you're not in the show, we email you and you still win the prize. So fireworks for James. Congratulations, James, and a big thank you to James for asking to donate the money to a charity. So we'll discuss that. We'll see what the members think as well, what charities are best, and see if anyone can add to it. That'd be brilliant. Congratulations, James. If everyone could put congratulations, James, for winning and also donating the prize to charity. It's a very kind gesture. Okay, so US 500, this is how you look at the futures for the S&P. We've got 2 minutes until the bell. I don't want to miss the bell, so I'm going to put a timer on as soon as we get to a minute to the bell. If you do want to be the most up-to-date, if you go on to YouTube, that's the wrong one, let's show you. If we go onto YouTube and you hit, if you're on a browser, I don't think it works if you're on a phone or an iPad, but if you click the cogs here, playback speed, you scroll down 2x. Press that, even though if you asked even live, press the live, then press the live button first, and then go onto the cogs, it's playback speed 2x, and then you'll come up to sort of 30 seconds time of when I'm speaking. We've got 10 seconds until we've got that 1 minute timer. Let's see if we've got any more comments. Let's put the timer on. Everyone hit the like button. Let's have a good session. I confirm it's James. Correct code? Yes, we confirmed James. Thanks. We have confirmed you are the winner of the competition. Good afternoon, good people. I think you deserve some fireworks, Ali, for holding the fort and giving Martyn a break. Thank you very much, MSK. I do enjoy doing it. It is my passion, charts. I like to help people and give my perspective while not giving any financial advice, because that's not what I do. Craig is here. Good afternoon, good people. Yes, it also works for mobile devices. Thank you, Martyn. Jordan Allen, good luck. Cool. Yes, good luck. We're going into the session. We've got about 15 seconds until we ring the bell. Let's look at the S&P 500 when the bell goes. This is what we're looking at. Why is that? And that's the bell. We are now in session, and let's have a look. The S&P is moving up. We are up 0.45% straight off the bat. We are moving up. This is the daily candle. You can see this is the green candle. We're back above the resistance. Again, as I said, we need follow through to break this resistance. We haven't. We've opened straight above it. We're looking good. We're going up 0.45%. Let's make sure I've connected. Brilliant. Okay, so we're up 0.44%. Let's have a quick look through the stocks. What's open the highest today? MicroStrategy. We are up 8.14%. Having a slight connection issue right now. The new Mac iOS has been updated and it's giving me some problems. Here we go. MicroStrategy up 8.96%. We are up. I'm not sure what the news is on that. Let's see if anything is here. Bitcoin surges, gives a boost to Bitcoin. It doesn't surge that much. We'll have a look at Bitcoin in a second. But MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor's company, is up 9% today. It's moving up. We then have Snapchat up 3.34%. You can see, even though it's a red candle, we closed over here. So we are up 3.35. We've got Vail up 1.53. Meta up 1%. Microsoft up 1.25%, Affirm up 1.5%, PayPal up 1%, Etsy up 1%. You're looking at Etsy, it's at the support level. Hood is up 1%. It's bouncing off that trend line. These trend lines aren't random. These support lines aren't random. They do react or they break through, and we have follow through. We have to keep an eye on these trend lines. We've got the Russell 2000, the small UK companies. 2000 it has broken support, so it's not looking as good as the other ones. We've got ARK Invest. We're looking to buy ARK when it goes a bit lower. Berkshire Hathaway is up 0.84%. Amazon's up 0.63%. The US 500 is the same as the S&P 500, but includes the futures. We've got Google up 0.67%. We're getting a bounce in the markets today. As we said, sell off on Friday because of the fear, because you can't trade them on the weekend, a lot of these stocks. So people wanted to flee to a bit of gold just in case there's any escalation in the war. We haven't got that. Not to say that we won't later on in the week, but people are happy to buy back now. They've hedged their bets on Friday and now they're getting back in. Shopify up 0.23%. McDonald's up 0.39%. Europe 50 up 0.5%. Coca-Cola, here we go. It's moving back up 0.5%. J&J. Bounce of the support, I think. No bullish divergence, but we have bounced up the support. We have put in a higher low. It looks like we're heading to a much higher target now. Up 0.89%. S&P still moving up 0.6% now. It's back above the resistance, our real target on the S&P. We might get it today, which is a move of about 1% from where we are. So we might end up with the day up 1.5%. Let's keep that in mind. We've got NASDAQ moving back up. I think the resistance is, I don't think we're going to get above this resistance for a while now, but it is another 1.75% up. Lucid is up 0.19%. We don't care about that too much. Germany 30 is up 0.39. Fiverr is flat on the day. Kenvue's flat on the day. Disney's up 0.27. SBC, we just heard Martyn say he's sold his position that he bought at 150. He's out of margin. He took a bit of margin. He had he had a strategy. That's what you have to do when you have margin. You have a strategy, you have a level. 150 was his level. He always said he's going to buy at 150. He stuck to his word for the SBC community, for himself. He bought at 150 with margin and his own money, and he's taken his profits. He's out of margin. Netflix is up 0.56%. Rivian is up 0.05%, Lyft is up 1.5%, the DXY is down 0.23%, GME is down 0.75%, Tilray is down 0.5%. We're looking to fill that gap. My target on Tilray is 172. Baba is down 1.1%. Pinterest is flat. Tesla is up today, and we're looking forward to the earnings. I think Martyn will be covering that. It will be definitely covered on the show. So look forward to that. It's up 0.82%. Apple is down 0.5%. It gapped down. It's moving back up now. We've got Palantir down 1%. We didn't manage to hit its highs. I'm expecting Palantir to come back to $14. AMC is down 2 points. This wasn't up straight away, but it is up now 6.5%. And then we've got Rocket Labs up 1.1%. So the biggest gainer of the day is MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor's company. And the biggest loser of the day is AMC. Okay, let's have a quick look at the comments. XRP is moving, also is Space, that's MSK, and Jordan Line says Manu tanked today as Qatar. Man United, yes, Qatar pulled out. Let's have a quick look at Man United. I don't invest in sort of clubs, but we'll have a look. It is down 10%. A lot further down it can go. It will probably go down a lot further. $13 maybe. Thanks for pointing that out. Never mind, SBC is down again. Yes, SBC is, Martyn has X position. Let's have a look at SBC, how it's doing as the market has opened. It's now down 1.22%. Let's have a look at the cryptos. The crypto stocks are up. Okay, here we go. The mining companies. Who suggested this yesterday? Because we are up 13% on it. Congratulations to anyone who took the position. We are saying this is at good values now. We are looking to maybe buy it at much lower, maybe 0.75, but this is a nice time to start DCAing into it. I'm going to wait until the Bitcoin capitulate. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin is moving. What has happened? What is the news? I'm always up to date on the news. Something has happened. I'm going to check my feed. I'm going to get you the up-to-date news. What is going on with Bitcoin? Is it the ETF news? What is going on? Let's get this up while I find you the news. Here we go. The BlackRock iShares Spot ETF has been approved by the SEC. Let's get a big fireworks. Let's get some. This is the news we're looking for. And look at Bitcoin. We exited our Ethereum position. That was at right time because our Ethereum position was a short. I still do expect Bitcoin to come down because of liquidity sake. However, let's celebrate the good news we have, which is the BlackRock iShares Bitcoin ETF has been approved by the SEC. I have to validate this information. Let's see exactly what the information is. Let's see what other everything's moving. Bitcoin's up the most, 6%. Remember, Bitcoin is going to do most of the moving. If Bitcoin goes up 6%, altcoins are going to underperform. If Bitcoin goes down 5%, altcoins are going to go down 10% in this current market. XRP, yes, is up 3%. Let's have a look if we can take some profits out of these coins. Doge is up 2.5%. BNB is up 2.65%. This is exactly why we didn't take the short trade. I came on live and I said these are where we're looking to take the shorts. No trade was visible. We were the weekly candle close we were looking for. We didn't get it, and that's why. So we haven't taken the BNB trade. I'm sure we'll get the short in maybe in the next couple months. But for now, we didn't take the short, and BNB's moving up. That will come down, I'm sure of it, but not for now. There's no trade. There wasn't no trade. It was close to a trade, but you have to look at all the details. You can't jump forward in these trades, and we didn't take the trade. Okay, so crypto's up. You can see some cryptos. This one's only up a slight percent. Monero's up, not even up. But Bitcoin, the true safest crypto, especially in these bear markets. I need to make this clear. In the bear markets, Bitcoin is the safest. We were looking at a major chart yesterday. We called it the Wall Street cheat sheet. It was very interesting if you joined us yesterday. Let me bring it up and I'll explain to you why Bitcoin is the king in the bear market. Here it is. So this is what we were looking at yesterday. if you weren't here for the stream. Some of you have seen it before, some of you haven't. You go back to yesterday's stream and watch it, because it is very important. Where's it gone? It's gone somewhere. I'm going to bring that up for you again, the cheat sheet. I've saved it, so don't worry, we've got it here. Here it is. So this is the Wall Street cheat sheet. I'm going to quickly explain to you why it's important that why Bitcoin is king in the bear markets. So when you look at the Bitcoin chart, I'm going to take away all my drawings. I'm going to go on a weekly chart. You can see how it resembles this. You need to watch yesterday's stream. I explained it in a lot of detail, but for people who saw it yesterday, let me explain this one more time, and I explain the key thing I'm talking about now. Bitcoin came down here. This is the capitulation phase of that, and when I show you in a second, that this is the capitulation phase over here. Then this is the anger phase, the FTX. Oh, why did FTX scam us all? And then we're looking for the depression phase. I said for Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency which doesn't matter if you buy at the capitulation phase, which was here, June of 2022, or the anger phase, which was here in November, or the final one, which we're looking for, which is the final depression phase, which we're expecting to come either to 20,000, 15,000, or 12,000, around this level. Either way, it doesn't matter where you buy Bitcoin. However, when you look at altcoins, let's bring up a popular altcoin, DOT. For example, you can look at Doge or whatever, but let's look at DOT, just because it has been putting in lows recently. It does matter where you buy it. If you bought it in the initial capitulation phase or in the anger phase, you would be down. If this was the Bitcoin chart, Polkadot would be sitting around $7. So for altcoins, it does matter where you buy it, and this is what I'm referring to. It does matter if you buy at the capitulation, anger, or depression, but for Bitcoin, it doesn't. And that's why I'm saying Bitcoin, if it's in the bear market, it will move up 10% and altcoins will only move up 2%. If Bitcoin moves down 10%, altcoins will move down 15%. So that's important to note. We're looking for the final capitulation to buy, maybe some Bitcoin, but mostly the altcoins. However, let's look at the news. We're probably going to sell off a bit. Let's have a look at what Bitcoin's doing. We are up 5%. Let's have a look at the new news about crypto. Let's deep dive into it a bit more. We'll look at your comments in a second. Let's see. So Waters Bloomberg says SEC approved iShares. I need to get this verified. I need to get this verified. Rumor is that iShares got their spot ETF approved. This is only a rumor. We need to get this verified. Cointelegraph is saying SEC iShares. I don't want to bring up this news because there's different sources I'm looking at right now, but I'm reading you what I'm seeing. Cointelegraph, which is owned by CoinMarketCap, which is owned by Binance, has said the SEC approves iShares spot ETF. iShares has a lot of different ETFs and it looks like they've approved it, but I need some more verification. Let's have a look at Financial Times. Let's see if they've brought anything out. I can bring this out. Let's have a look at the market. Crypto advertising that came out. Let's have a look. Let's type in Bitcoin. This is breaking news and I'm trying to get you it verified. I don't want to say anything wrong here. Nothing there. Let's have a look at Apple News. This gives us some more. Bitcoin. See if they're giving us anything. Nothing yet. It is breaking news, so these news outlets haven't picked it up yet. I'm going to have a look at maybe Bloomberg. Give me a second. Let me see if we can get Bloomberg up on the screen. They might be covering it. I'm trying to bring you this breaking news.
For all of the fears at Paragon,
No, nothing there. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to give it to you when it's verified. I wouldn't take any trade based off this. I do, obviously something has happened. It might be rumors, it might be the actual thing. There was a couple agencies bringing out the news, but exactly like last time, I did come on, and once I got the information verified, I said, don't get too excited. This is just, they've won the court case. It doesn't mean the ETF's going to come out. That was for the grayscale. This is now a separate one. So we're going to have an extended show. We're going to have a see what's going on. I'll be live for at least another half an hour. So let's have a look. CoinDesk, no. We want something more verified. We need some concrete proof. Everything right now, it seems like it's rumors. Here we go. Bitcoin's price is reacting. It's back down. It's only at 4%. I'm going to have a quick look at the comments, see how you guys are reacting to this news. Let's see. XCLP is moving, thanks MSK. Man, you tanked. Yes, I'll be buying another 10,000 shares at 150. That's Martin saying that about SBC. MSK says make that 100,000 shares. You are muted. No, sorry, oops, it was me. No worries. MSK says it's the Camblo Ross grief change curve under another name. Yes, you can see it in different ways, but it's important. JoJoS, nevertheless. I'll change the title of the show. Please go ahead, Martin, whatever you think. Okay, let's have a look at the price. Let's go on the 5-minute candles. We did react very quickly and we have come back down. So in a matter of less than 10 minutes, Bitcoin moved up 7%. Volatile, shorts getting squeezed. What Bitcoin likes to do in these times is liquidate the bears, liquidate the bulls. Everyone loses in the bear market. When it's at this stage, everyone loses. The bears lose, the bulls lose. It liquidates your trade if you're shorting, liquidates your share if you're longing. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very you have to take care of your stop losses if you're trading. You have to just keep this in mind. I'm going to be looking for some more verified. BlackRock just okay. A lot of conflicting information. BlackRock has just confirmed to me that this is false. This is Eleanor Terrett. If you know, if you know her, she's a. Let's bring this up because she is fairly credible. Fox Business journalist, producer, reporting on crypto regulation. See, it's part of Fox Business. She has just tweeted saying BlackRock has confirmed to me that this is false. Their application is still under review. This is Cointelegraph brought us this breaking news saying it has approved the iShares Bitcoin ETF. Let's see if they've rectified this. Data shows that GBT discount is beginning to narrow when BlackRock and several other financial institutions filed spot Bitcoin ETF applications where the discount fell. So this is breaking news, but we just need to confirm what's going on. I don't believe it's fully been confirmed, otherwise we wouldn't be selling off. It is breaking news in the fact that Bitcoin's price has moved 8%. Nothing can change that. The news that has happened. Grayscale issued the statement on the SEC's decision not to appeal. Yeah, so what happened a couple days ago was there was a deadline. Let's go to this camera where I can speak to you a bit more. There was a deadline for the SEC to appeal a Bitcoin ETF, and every single time they seem to appeal it. A few days ago, they didn't appeal it. That means they have a bit more time where they can think of another reason not to accept it. It seems like this is what this tweet is regarding. Let's have a look at it. Please do hit the like button if you're here. We are bringing you breaking news. Grayscale issued this statement on SEC's decision not to appeal. So this, let's make this bigger. The federal rule of I can't pronounce that. Procedure's 45-day period to seek a rehearing has now passed. The court will now issue its final mandate within 7 calendar days. The Grayscale team remains operationally ready to convert GBTC. Remember, this is Grayscale, which is a company that you can buy your Bitcoin through, and they hold it for you. ideally they want to be an ETF, not a company like that. And that's what they're trying to do, change their GBTC, which is them taking custodian of your BTC, you buy it, and they look after it, but they want to turn that into an ETF. And this is what this is regarding. The Grayscale team remains operation ready to convert GBTC into an ETF upon SEC's approval, and we look forward to sharing more information as soon as practical, Grayscale's spokesman told Terra. Okay, so she is now saying, we just saw here on this tweet, BlackRock has confirmed that this is false. Let's see if I've got anything else I can bring to you. Let's go back to the Bitcoin price, because look what has happened. We are... This is Bitcoin. It wants people to FOMO in, and it will destroy them. It wants people to FOMO, take leverage, and absolutely destroy them. It came down 30%. I won't be surprised if Bitcoin ends the day much lower than it was today. That's why I'm telling you guys, don't FOMO in. Whatever the news is, don't FOMO. As soon as we heard the news and Bitcoin was up, I said, don't take any positions. Even if you've missed it, just miss it. There's always going to be another trade. And now look at the news. I said I need to verify this. I verified it as soon as I could. It seems like it's false. There is obviously something going on. There's something underlying this. Look at this. It's coming straight down. This is market manipulation at its finest. Someone at Cointelegraph, remember Cointelegraph, Binance owns it. Binance could be doing some dirty tricks here, or Cointelegraph could be doing some dirty tricks. They can send out that article. They can have a long open. There's so many things that can happen. Someone could have a long open here and just throw out some fake news. Or it might not be completely fake, just give some false news out there, and then they will make a lot of money based off that. So please be careful when trading Bitcoin. You can see it's come all the way back down. It's still up 2% on the day, but this is market manipulation at its finest. This is short swing squeeze at its finest. This is what Bitcoin is like. So I'm trying to, it seems like, as we just saw, Elena Torre is credible. We've got something else. I just need to verify these things. So Fox Business is probably our most trusted source, and they're saying it's still under review. Their application is still under review. BlackRock is saying that. Okay. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it, but for now, let me tell you, it looks like it's false information. Well, what's not false is the price action. That definitely did happen. In a matter of 5 minutes, we have confirmed that it seems like it's false information. And straight away I said, do not trade this. So let's take a breather. It is still a rumor. We are still going to be looking at this. I'll keep an eye out, but look at the price of Bitcoin. It went up. Let me show you this. In a matter of 10 minutes, it went up 7%, and a matter of another 15 minutes, it came back 7%. This is going to be worrying for the altcoins. Let's see how they're reacting. BNB, wow, look at that. That came down more than it was before the news. This is what I'm saying. The altcoins, it came down 7. Let me show you this. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about, even on the small time frames. This is where the news came out. BNB went up 2.5%. And now BNB has come down 3.5%. It's even lower than it was before the news. You look at Bitcoin, it's higher than right now. It's higher than it was before the news. BNB isn't. So the altcoins are getting hammered harder than Bitcoin in any direction you go. BNB only went up 3% and it came down 4%. Bitcoin went up 7% and it came down 7%. So you can see what is going on. XRP is now coming down. It's only up 1.75%. There was opportunity to take some profits. We're still going to see it. We do expect the Bitcoin ETF to come. You can see how much the market wants it and how much the market wants to run with it. But for now, it seems like it's false. We're going to have a volatile market right now in the crypto market, in the cryptocurrency market. So we'll keep an eye out for it. right now it seems like it's fake news. That's all I can say. I did say don't trade this. Please don't trade this. Don't FOMO into these. Bitcoin wants to wreck you on either side of it. Let's see. Thank you for all joining. We have 29 people watching, so smash the like button, ask your questions, become a member right now, and I'll answer any of your questions. You need to be a member to comment, so if you do become a member, it's literally a couple dollars a month. You get so much out of it. If you're here for the show, Martyn always explains how many benefits you have. You've got so many. You've got access to the Discord. You've got Martyn answering all your questions, me answering any question you have. You've got access to some of my crypto content. You've got access to Martyn singing you happy birthday. If you go on the YouTube page and go click on Martyn's this channel's homepage, you can go to membership and sign up for a couple months. You can see all the extra details of the different perks you get. You get a badge. You become your comments are prioritized. You can now comment on the live stream. There's so many, so please do check that out. And that's just the bronze membership. The other memberships give you obviously many more perks, but all you need is a bronze membership to comment, so please do get that, and you can comment. The first person who does that, we will celebrate a lot, so please do that. I'd love to get one more member join the show. So if you are just watching and you do want to comment, just become a member. It's a couple dollars, and I'll answer your question. Anything you want about crypto, I can tell you what my strategy is for the bear market. I can tell you what my favorite coins are. Anything you like, just become a member and ask that question. But for now, we're looking at Bitcoin. It is breaking news. It does seem like there was news that came out that Cointelegraph brought out the news. A company owned by Binance. There could be market manipulation going on. There could be someone opening a long position and then spreading this news. The news was that an ETF has been approved. As soon as that happened, Bitcoin was going up 7%. The first warning that you should ever take. I gave the warning, but if I'm not there to give the warning, give yourself the warning. Whatever happens, whenever there's a big move, even if it's a real ETF approval, just take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to not FOMO in. Don't take any leverage trades out. And definitely don't go 50x, 100x. I've seen too many people try and do that, and it's just wiped out their whole balance. Just don't trade it. Take a breather. Most of the time, some of these news articles are fake. Just like last time when we saw a lot of people hyping the news of the Grayscale court decision. It said, oh, ETF has been approved. ETF was never approved. All was approved was that they won the court case, meaning they've got time to now, the SEC can appeal. It doesn't mean that ETF was approved straight away. And today was another example of how much this ETF news is anticipated and how quickly it can manipulate the market. It was another false report, it seems. We've got the confirmation from Fox Business that it was, that they have spoken to BlackRock, and it seems to be false news. So please do be careful when trading Bitcoin. We are now only up 3%. We're going to have a look at the stock market, see how that's doing. MicroStrategy is up still 3%, and let's see how Coinbase is doing. Coinbase was up a lot more earlier. Now it's only up 0.75%. We will be finishing the show in the next 15 minutes, so please do get your questions in. Thank you all for joining. If you're here for the crypto, please do become a member and ask your questions. I'll answer any of them regarding Bitcoin, crypto, anything like that. We do have a question in now, so let's see what Jojo S is saying. Jojo S says, did you give an update on SBC? There was a lot of hype on this channel last week. Has that dissipated again? So careful when there's hype. Hype sometimes means the opposite, not from us, but from just the general comment section of the people that are coming in and hyping up a coin or a SBC. Remember, when people are greedy, that's normally when the market comes down. SBC, nothing new. We're still at that support. We hit, it's exactly as we said, Jojo. I don't know what you're expecting me to say. We came down to 150. 150 has always been the mark, from $4.11, from $5, from $6, especially when we broke that $4.11 mark. I've said, me and Martyn both came to a conclusion that 150 is next for SBC. Martyn made the pledge that when he gets to 150, I'm buying a load of SBC. Even last week before we hit it, he said, I will be buying a lot of SBC when we hit 150. We hit 150 and the price went up. and Martyn has now taken profits. It went up 10%. This is what we said about SBC. I'm not saying SBC can't go below 150. It's actually more likely it does go below 150 at this point. We haven't had a significant reaction to take us back, but we have had a reaction where you can trade. We've been saying SBC is more something you trade in and out of, take your profits, and add to your long-term position. I gave the warning, I'm not buying any SBC between $4.11, $6, $2, $3, 150 range. 150 to 160 is my first buy zone, and you can see it here. This is drawn on the chart. It's not something random. This was drawn on the chart. We have sat around here for some support for a while. We have been able to trade it. It's a long-term position you can start adding to your bags here, and also take a trade at that 150 level, which we've done both of. And Martyn has showcased, he's put his money where his mouth was. He even took out margin. And we're not telling you to take out margin. Martyn has been trading for a long time now. He knows how SBC works. He knows how it trades, and he stuck to his promise. At 150, he took out margin. He bought as much SBC as he could. Well, he could buy a load more, but I think as much SBC as he wanted to, which was a load of shares. And now what he's done is taken those profits. He brought his average down, took the profits, the FIFO rule comes into place, all of that stuff. So we've done exactly what we said we would do. There was a lot of hype because we made money, and there was a lot of hype because we finally reached that 150 level we were looking for 4 months. So exactly that. We're just having a look. It says the Bitcoin magazine says breaking reports of BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF approval are false. Company says it's still under review. Let's look at the comments. I ended up with 14,000 shares. This is Martyn speaking for himself now. I sold most at 166, 150 to 166. That's an amazing amount. If lots of people have been saying on Twitter and StockTwits, Reddit, oh, you only make a couple cents profit. Yeah, that's if I'm only buying one share. If I'm buying 14,000 shares and I buy at 150 and sell at 166, that's a significant amount of profit. Sorry, those are just the clowns that say that. I'm now buying it all back. My average is 165. So Martyn is getting back in. We'll have to keep updated on what Martyn does with his shares. I believe he's going to be buying them at 150, or he might be dollar cost averaging back now. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so SBC is holding up for the day. It's flat. Let's have another look at Bitcoin. We are looking at the Bitcoin ETF rumors. We have debunked them straight away, more than any other channel. I'm sure there's so many channels live right now. Crypto Zaras has probably gone live. All these channels have probably gone up trying to pump the Bitcoin price up and spread false news. That's not what we want to do. Look at that wick. Crazy. We nearly hit $30,000 and we're back at 28,000. That just shows you bring up the bull market support band. And if we close the day like this or even lower, that's the most bearish candle in the history of Bitcoin. Or maybe not, but you know what I mean. It's not good to have a wick like that. It just means that you've tried to push the price down, up, and all the sellers came in and completely wiped you out. So it's not a good look. We'll have to see how the candle closes. We will be live for the closing bell tonight. However, we won't be live at midnight for the Bitcoin candle close. We'll get a good idea by the closing candle what direction Bitcoin is going and how it's settled. But for now, I think we're coming to the end of the show. Let's see if you have any more questions. If you have joined us, please do hit the like button. It does help a lot. If you have any more questions, put them in now. I am going to bring the show to an end now. We did get the news. We are settling down. It is false news, and we're back below support. It will be interesting to see where we are in a few hours when we come back for the closing bell. But for now, we are finishing the show. We are going to be back for the closing bell, where you can get more of your questions answered, where you can see how the stocks are performing. But for now, the stock prices, everything is fairly up. The S&P is up over 0.67%. I'm looking at gold, that's now down 0.72%, just as we said. Bitcoin dominance is up about 1%. It was up as much as 2.8%. But yeah, so thanks all for joining. cap. Let me show you this. This is the bull market support band. Again, a terrible candle if we close like this. Let's have a look at your comments before we end the show. How much have you made since it dropped to 150 with all your trades, Martyn? I'm sure Martyn can answer that. Yes, but Martyn, be honest, how much are you down SBC? MSK, you've been on the channel long enough. You know Martyn's honest about everything. I've heard him say it lots of times. I think combined on Virgin Orbit and SBC, he's lost around 25,000, something around that. He said it many times, MSK. He's probably making back some of those losses now, but you can't think like that. It's a new trade, it's a new day, it's a different market situation. It's all about making money today. This is an important announcement. Martyn Lucas says, I'm live early tomorrow for J&J earnings, and open and close bell. So there's 2 earnings. It will be live for the J&J earnings, so please do join him on that. It will be much earlier than I do the show currently. It's the J&J earnings pre-market. So join Martyn for that. But for now, we're ending the show. We'll be back for the closing bell tonight, so join me for that. That's in just about 4 hours, something like that, or a bit longer, 5 hours. There's no more questions. We'll end the show. Is there any extra news I can bring you before we finish? Nope. I'll bring you any more news later in the show. Join me for the closing bell. But until next time, take care of your money, take care of your stocks, take care of your crypto, and most importantly, take care of each other. Until tonight, goodbye.